thank you very much for inviting me to this office today. It's really beautiful, this picture is just gorgeous. But
thank you.
Let's get down to business, right? I have a few questions about your company that I would like to ask you, and if you don't mind, can I do it?
Sure, go ahead.
Cool. Now, I see you guys are into some sort of marketing, right? And what is it exactly that you do?
Well, we are a marketing agency and we are focused mostly on SMM, internet marketing and branding.
Right. How many people are there on your team?
We are 15 people overall.
It's a pretty big team for marketing, right?
Right.
How do you guys manage your client orders? Is there one person responsible for it, or is there a few people, managing this process?
This is a collaborative work, and there are 5 to 7 people assigned for each particular project.
Right. But when you work on a project, what tools and methods do you guys use to communicate and collaborate?
Well, I'm hardly breaking any ground here, but you see, we have got regular meetings here in our conference room. We have some discussions, we create an action plan, then we formalize it in written. Then our project manager sets out lots of tasks and subtasks to the responsible people. This is how we work.
I might be going out on a limb here, but it's my assumption that you guys do not use any sort of project management software currently, do you?
No, we don't, and I think that we are a little bit old school here, I guess.
Come on, there's nothing wrong with being old school. But in this case, how do you manage your project deadlines then?
Well, usually I set a deadline and tell my project manager. I also mark in my calendar, and as soon as the day comes, I simply call my project manager and ask for the result.
But with this approach, how often do you get overdue tasks and projects?
Well, yeah, we have sometimes overdue projects, and these deadlines, it can be painful.
Okay, but what if you had a tool that would allow you to manage all your deadlines, in one single space? Do you think that would help?
Well, do you think a serious supply of planners?
No.
In this case?
I mean like a software solution, kind of modern type of thing. And in fact, there is such tool, and it's called Bitrix24. It's the one that I represent here. And Bitrix24 can offer you the ability to see all the tasks and all the deadlines for every person that works for you, and you can manage them from a single dashboard. Do you think if you had such tool, it would, simplify and your process and increase your efficiency?
I think it definitely would.
Right. Cool. But we'll get to that later. Now, let me ask you something about your team efficiency, right? Do you guys use KPIs?
Use your KPI what?
Okay, so how do you know if your team did a good job on a particular project? How do you track, measure their work efficiency?
Well, I see what you mean. This is exactly what I was thinking about. And there is some difficulty to find an objective way how to evaluate each person's individual performance in the project. So this is sort of a problem.
Well, it's not that big of a problem, really, if you have the right tools. And but do you think if you had a tool that will allow you to track the work efficiency, the percentage of completed tasks and rejected tasks for each and every of your employees, do you think that would help you, to measure your work efficiency more objectively?
Yes, certainly, it would help.
All right, cool. Again, that's why I'm here, and that's what Bitrix24 is designed for. Now, let me ask you this. Do you guys, when you work on a project, right? When you start your work on a project, how do you see who's busy, who's not? How do you manage your workload for the employees?
Well, it usually takes some time for me to look through my notes, and I usually call my project manager and I evaluate approximately the workload of the specialist.
And I see, but don't you think that having a tool, again, software, for this type of thing to manage the workload of your employees and see who currently has how many tasks and if they're busy or not, don't you think that that would seriously simplify and speed up the process of management?
Yeah, sounds cool, and I feel like I would like to try it.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Again, I think that is good enough for me for now. And I would like to thank you, Helen, really very much for answering my questions and giving me a lot of information about your company. I think I've got more than enough. And if you allow me to do this, I would like to give a quick summary of what we've just talked about, right?
All right.
So from what I understood, currently your main top priorities are managing your deadlines,
All right.
And tracking the work efficiency of your employees.
All right.
And also being able to see who's, what the workload is for your team, right?
Absolutely right.
That's perfect, that's perfect. Now, if you give me a few days, I will come back to you with a proper Bitrix24 presentation, which will feature all of the solutions that we have for you, and so that you could see how Bitrix24 can help you solve all of your problems. Let's set up a date for this meeting. How about Friday the 13th, 3 p.m.?
It's good.
Yeah, take a look at the notebook.
I guess.
Right. And 3 p.m. is good, right?
Right.
All right, let me mark it down here, 3 p.m. That is perfect. Thank you, Helen, very much. And I, really looking forward to seeing you on Friday. All right.
See you soon.
Have a nice day and see you on Friday.
Yeah, my pleasure.